Welcome to 365 Math. In this video, I'm going to look at a question that deals with percentages, and I'm taking this question from the May-June 2024 Paper 4 Extended Math. Question 1, we're given a table that shows the area in square kilometers of the 4 largest rainforests in the world. And part 1, we're asked to find the area of the Valdivian rainforest as a percentage of the area of the Amazon forest. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at the area of Valdivian, and we're going to also look at the area of the Amazon rainforest. And using the two, we're going to take the Valdivian area, which is 250,000, and we're going to say over the Amazon rainforest, which was 5,500,000, and multiply it by 100/1 since we want it as a percentage. And we're going to cancel these two zeros with these two zeros, and we're left with 250,000 divided by 55,000, and we get our answer correct to 2 decimal places as 4.55%. Part 2, write in its simplest form the ratio of the areas of the rainforest, Valdivian, Atlantic, and Congo. So we have Valdivian, Atlantic, and we have Congo. Valdivian has got 250,000, Atlantic has got 1,315,000, and Congo has got 2 million. And what we're going to do is to cancel these zeros. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Now we're left with 250 for Valdivian and 1,315 for Atlantic and 2,000 for Congo. And I'm going to look for the highest common factor of these 3 rainforests. And from the looks of it, they are all divisible by 5. So dividing 250 by 5, we get 50. Dividing 1,315 by 5, we get 263. And lastly, dividing 2,000 by 5, we get 400. And looking at the smallest figure that we have is 50. And the factors of 50 that we can use, we have got 5, we have 10, we have 2, and we have 25 and 50 itself. But looking at all these factors, we cannot divide 263 by these factors. Hence, our final answer remains as 50 is to 263 is to 400. This is the ratio in its simplest form. Part 3 says the Amazon rainforest is 60% of its area in Brazil and 10% of its area in Colombia. 43% of the remaining area of the rainforest is in Peru. Find the percentage of the Amazon rainforest that is in Brazil, Colombia, and Peru. From the table above, the Amazon rainforest has got an area of 5,500,000 square kilometers. So we are going to be using that value. Let's just put it aside, 5,500,000. So now we're told that 60% of it, that's 60 over 100 times 5,500,000 or over 1, that's the one that is in Brazil. And cancelling this 0 and this 0, this 0 and this 0, we have 60 times 55,000, and this gives us 3,300,000. And then we're told that 10% of its area is in Colombia. So now we say 10%, that is 10 over 100 times 5,500,000 or over 1, and cancelling these two zeros with this 2 0, we are left with 10 times 55,000, and that gives us 550,000. 43% of the remaining area of the rainforest is in Peru. So I want to find out what the remaining area is. And to get the remaining area, we're going to say the total area, which is 5,500,000, subtract 3,300,000 plus 550,000, and we get the remaining area, which is 1,650,000. Now we find 43.1/3%, which is 43.1/3 over 100. We can, of course, rewrite this, but for this question, we're going to leave it as it is. 43.1/3%, multiply the remaining area, which was 1,650,000 or over 1. We then get our answer as 715 Now that we have our area in these 3 different locations, we're going to add 3.3 million plus 550,000 plus 715,000 together. And by adding these, we get our answer as total area, which is equal to 4,565,000. So this is the total area that we have calculated by adding this figure and this figure, and lastly this figure. Now putting it all together, because we want to find the percentage of the Amazon rainforest that is in Brazil, Colombia, and Peru, we are going to say the total area 4,565,000 over the total that we're given of 5.5 million, which is 500, 1, 2, 3, multiplied by 100. Now going to cancel these 2 zeros with these 2 zeros, then this 0 and this 0, this 0 and this 0, this 0 and this 0. Now we're left with 4,565 divided by 55. And if we divide these, we get our final answer as 83%. This is the final answer. This is the percentage of the Amazon rainforest that is in Brazil, Colombia, and Peru. Part 4 tells us that the area of the Amazon rainforest represents 27/50 of the total area of rainforest in the world. Calculate the total area of the rainforest in the world, giving your answer correct to the nearest 100,000 square kilometers. Since we've been given this fraction 27/50, which we can change to a decimal by dividing 27 divided by 50, we get our answer as 0.54, which as a percentage is 54%. So we are going to say 54% is equivalent to the figure that we're given, 5.5 million square kilometers. And then we want to find what 100% is equivalent to, and that's definitely going to be a more or a larger number. So we're going to then say 100 over 54 times 5,500,000 all over 1. And if we punch this on our calculator, we get our answer as 101,851,85.19. And now we want to put our answer correct to the nearest 100,000 square kilometer. So what we're going to do, we're going to look from 5, and we say this is a unit, this is a 10, this is 100, this is 1,000, this is 10,000, and this is 100,000. Correct to the nearest 100,000 square kilometers, we're looking at this value. So because the one after it, which is 8, is bigger than 5, our answer then is going to be 102. Our final answer right here is 102. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our answer is 10,200,000 square kilometers. That is the total area of rainforest in the whole world. Part 5 says, in the world, 60.7 hectares of rainforest are lost every minute. Calculate the total area in hectares of rainforest that is lost in 365 days. Give your answer in standard form. So we've been told that 60.7 hectares of rainforest are lost every minute. Now we want to find how many hectares are lost in 365 days. So we know that 1 day is equal to 24 hours, and we want to change this to minutes. Hence we're going to say 24 hours times, because there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, we're going to multiply this by 60, and we get 1,440 minutes in 1 day. But now we want to find for 365 days. So we're going to say 365 times 1,440 minutes, and we get our answer as 525,600 minutes. So these are the minutes that we have in the entire year, and every minute we are losing 60.7 hectares. That means we're going to say 60.7 hectares times 525,600 minutes, and we get our answer as 31,903,920. Now we want to put our answer in standard form. So we're going to start from this point right here and see how many digits we're going to have. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. This is where we are placing our decimal place. So we have got 7 digits afterwards, giving us 3.19 times 10 to the power of 7. This is our final answer. We are losing 3.1 times 10 to the power of 7 hectares in a year. Part B. The Amazon River has a length of 6,440 kilometers, correct to the nearest 10 kilometers. The Congo River has a length of 4,400 kilometers, correct to the nearest 100 kilometers. Calculate the upper bound of the difference between the lengths of the Amazon River and the Congo River. The formula for the upper bound of the difference between the lengths, we're going to say the upper bound of the Amazon River, which I would denote as UBA, subtract the lower bound of the Congo River. This is the formula that we're going to use. And because we are given 10 kilometers, we're going to be using either plus or minus 5, because we say 10 divided by 2. And then for 100 kilometers, we're going to divide it by 2 again, and we're going to use plus or minus 50 for Congo. Now, the upper bound of Amazon is going to be 6,440 plus 5. And we're going to say this subtract the lower bound is going to be 4,400 minus 50. That is the lower bound for Congo. Now, adding this, we get 6,445 minus, subtracting this, we get 4,350. Now, subtracting 6,445 minus 4,350, we get our answer as 2,095, which is our answer, 2,095 kilometers. So there you have it, guys. We have applied the concept of percentages in this question to find what was required. I hope you learned something. See you in the next video.